And we are live. Mr. Gracey, what's going on? Show 82.
What up? Thumbs up.
Yes.
Show 82. Nice. All right, cool. I like it.
Rocking and rolling, dude. Coming along.
Oh, yeah, brah.
Yeah, brah. Got a nifty little show coming up today. We got Yoni Kletzel coming on, or Yoni the Pretzel on.
So he's our first repeat guest.
Yes, dude.
And it's going to be good.
100%.
He gets down in the trenches of all the Palestinian protests. It's fucking awesome.
He really does, dude. He got either slapped or punched the other day, and I think the guy ran away or something, but they caught it on camera. I didn't catch the full story, so he should come on
charges. He should.
I do too. Or I hope he finds a guy and beats the shit out of him himself. Either one.
Little vigilante justice is good too.
Never hurt nobody.
Hamas fucking terrorist protesting fucking supporting motherfuckers. Screw them.
I don't know what city or state it was in, but there was a cop wearing a Palestinian flag on his, cop uniform. I didn't even know you were allowed to put other countries' flags on a, cop
I just saw a video of a Marine in his Marine Corps dress blues waving a Palestinian flag. I'm like, you can't see his face. I'm like, what the fuck is what's going on with that? Hi, Mom.
Hey. Chad, do you think that is an actual Marine, or you think it's somebody kind of fucking putting on the garb?
I don't know. There wasn't a lot of background on the video. It's probably just some trolling bullshit, who knows?
Yeah.
But it's still, I find it disturbing to see, though. But, that's probably the reaction they want. Probably the Chinese.
I'll tell you what I find disturbing, dude. They had some leaked audio of JD Vance talking to, I'm not sure who, saying that Elon Musk has gone too far. He's not even an American citizen. He was born in South Africa, blah, 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 blah. And it got out, released, and JD Vance had to go through and say, this is a fucking deep fake, artificial intelligence made, and you should be sued for defamation for putting this out. And he put it on his Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's just crazy. Like, they're going to
that's the world we live in, bro. That's the world we live in now. And you gotta really know what you're looking at. It's crazy.
It's nuts, dude. And it's like, now you literally, before you heard something or saw something, you're like, okay, I know it's the truth. But now you have to literally look up everything. Like, is this conversation happening right now, or should we get third-party fact checkers to
fakes?
It's crazy, man. Eventually, right? We'll just throw a script in here and we'll all come out and do it.
That's what they say is going to happen with Hollywood. Like, they'll be able to scan an actor's face, maybe some body movements, their voice, boom, instant acting in a film. You won't be able to tell the difference.
And so actors now are trying, and I guess they're trying to put laws in effect to, get your likeness and stuff, so they can't do that. Like they could get sued if they do that.
Right.
But all you need to do
I heard Bobby's a deep fake.
They need to get his programming better because we know. No, but so if you just took some, let's just say Brad Pitt, and took everything about the way he acts, the way he does it, and then just made his eyes brown and his hair black and just changed like a little bit of facial things, but used him, like, you might not be able to know that they're even doing that because they make him look a little bit different, but they're actually using. So it's crazy what could kind of be coming down the pipe.
Troy Garman, what's up, bud? Yes, I'm in York, but he just said they did the season finale of Cobra Kai with Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
but that's different to bring back someone that's dead and put them into the actor that's dead, put them into a series to show closure or like some kind of cool moment. I'm sure they got permission, but that's pretty cool to do, I think, because they can bring people back to life on film, like dead actors. It's amazing. That's amazing.
They got permission from Mr. Miyagi's family. Yeah. So I think Drumming Up Conversation, that podcast, had posted something on it, and I read it. Cool. Pretty cool. But I mean, you could tell it wasn't like it was that good. Yoni, we'll see you. You're in the green room. We'll bring you on in about like 7 minutes, brother. Yoni's here in the green room, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. But yeah, what else is on the horizon? Do you listen to any like comedy podcasts or just all like what's on your podcast list? I know Rogan.
Rogan and Sean Ryan. Someone was just telling me to watch my friend Dean, who was on the show, Dean Blackwelder. He told me
Good
to
man.
watch this. Is it Smart List, the one with Jason Bateman and
Yes.
Will Forte?
Yep.
He said it's fucking hilarious. Now they're libs and they don't go off on that too much, but I
Well,
might start listening to that one. I'm looking for a
Will
comedy
Arnett.
podcast.
You threw
Yeah,
me
Will
off.
Arnett. Yeah, not Will Forte. Yeah, Will Arnett. Excuse me. Yes,
Yes.
and the other guy.
And yeah, check that out too, because that's kind of they only so they do a Smart List tour where they bring the podcast on tour, which is what we're going to be getting into soon. But they only do the podcast. They're not bringing in a full show like we're going to be doing. So take some ideas and stuff from them and maybe some set ideas, but ours is going to be way more entertaining. Not that theirs isn't, but we'll just have a lot more action going on.
Yeah, Troy says Theo Vaughn. I've watched a couple episodes of Theo. I don't tune in regularly, but he's that dude. God, he's so hilarious, dude. The stuff he comes up with.
Hysterical.
Like, the way his mind works is just wild. It's hilarious.
It really is. Like, you don't know. The way you know he's joking, because you wouldn't know, is that he's joking all the time. You know, he's always looking for the funny.
Oh, yeah, but the questions he asks are just so off the wall. You're like, what? Where'd that come from?
Yeah. Yeah, like he had Candace Owens on. That chick is crazy, man. She's nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought she was a good Republican star for a long time, but she has some sort of out there views on some things. So,
well, that's the deal. It seems like all her policies and stuff are cool, but she just seems to be like racist, kind of. And I don't know.
It's kind of wild. Mm-hmm.
Something. She definitely thinks her shit don't stink. She was talking. Yeah. It's kind of an attractive, characteristic at some point, but I don't know, man. I imagine her beating her husband when she gets home. Although
bow
maybe
down.
Bow down, exactly. It might be vice versa. Yo, did you watch Running Point on Netflix?
Running Point, no, but I saw on the way here. I watched Bert Kreischer's latest comedy, Lucky.
What'd you think?
Comedy special. It was great. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But I mean, dude, the end of it though, it's not giving it away about this dog. I was like laughing and kind of crying at the same time.
Yeah, man.
It was brilliant how he interwove that. I was like,
100%. Yeah, because he's like taking you on an emotional journey, and that doesn't happen often in comedy shows. Right. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
It's come a long way, that Bert Kreischer.
So I was telling Bobby I put out Waitress as my latest video on my YouTube channel, and it's up to 312,000 views now.
Fuck yeah!
I'm like, what? I don't understand how YouTube works. I've put out every hit that Live has had, including Lightning Crashes, which did go up to like 225,000 views, something like that. But and then that was the last one I put out. Gashead, that's 160,000, which is great numbers. I'm not complaining, but
sure,
I don't know how Waitress is now going above Lightning Crashes. I don't understand the algorithms. So I don't. But why should I care?
Well, yeah, exactly. But next time we're together, you should go through and see. Maybe it's timings, like the time you posted them. Sometimes if you post at like 3 p.m. and it gets hits right away, it could go through in the algorithm.
Well,
and start getting,
I mean, that could be it, but it's taken. Like, I put it out, and 2 days later, it like kind of peaked at 22,000.
Right.
It stood there for like a day, and then it started just incrementally going up. And I forget I put it out over a week and a half ago now.
Yeah.
And now it just continues to go up. It's weird.
That's banging. Well, it should. I mean, it should be fucking one of the most watched videos out there. You don't really get bird's eye views of the actual drummer playing those tracks. It's pretty dope to see.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get that. It's just, like I said, I don't understand how Waitress is 300,000. It's wild, but I'll take it.
And how do you do that with the tracks? Are you taking out the original drum track and playing over, or is that playing on top of?
I play along with the original track when I do the video with the drums in. and I think Dan might mute them, or Dan
That's what
Myers,
it sounds like. Yeah,
the engineer, takes them out when he mixes it. So
that's what it sounds like.
I mean, he does a great job.
Absolutely.
Dan Meyer and Steven Ruther does all the video. Shout out to them. I'm
Yeah,
about to do some more.
Dan and Steve.
I'm in New York. I'm going to do some more videos.
Yeah, baby. I'm going to try and get out there Friday. I got a fucking shitty schedule. We do have a bonus show this Friday.
Yes.
Yes.
Which one is this one?
Pulling it up now, and the time. So this Friday is the one and only Sean Hennessy, dude.
Yes. That's right.
Candlebox, The Gracious Few, to name a few. So that should be Memphis, baby.
Yeah.
Stoked for that. So that should be fun.
Yes.
And then
on Sunday is the Ghost Girls, right?
Yeah.
What are they called? I got to say their name correctly. I don't want to call them the Ghost Girls. They have a name, damn it.
The Ghost Chicks.
SoCal Spirit Seekers.
SoCal Spirit Seekers. Boom,
yeah, they're on
boom,
Instagram.
Boom. Check them out. Check them out. SoCal Spirit Seekers. Yeah, so that should be fun.
On Sunday.
If I get scared on Sunday and hide, just you know why. You will know why.
Exactly. I asked if they're doing ghost tours. They said they've done a couple, but they're starting to get more into doing actual ghost tours, like taking people on tours.
Oh, really?
Ghostly places. So I might do some with them. Be fun.
Oh my God. Well, you're braver than I, Chad. Braver than I.
Well, I believe in ghosts. I've never had any experiences, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have, and I still believe in them. I don't believe in them like when I had the 2 interactions with them, they were scary, but I was young. But now I'm like.
Speaking of that, did I tell you this? Sorry to cut you off. Did I tell you the fucking story about? Do you know Aaron, the guy from Ghost Adventures, the tall guy, the bald guy? Okay.
Yeah.
His wife tried to hire a hitman to kill him.
What?
And I met this girl because I was sort of dating this woman who was a Club 33 member. They're both, Aaron and his wife are Club 33 members.
Right.
And I met this girl. I met both of them. Aaron was a super cool guy, very nice. And I met his wife. She was weird to me. I don't know what the vibe was, but they got married at Disneyland in 22, I believe. And I almost went to that wedding, but I was kind of invited, but I didn't want to go.
Right.
Anyway, that's a whole different story. But then cut to 3 years later, she's trying to hire a hitman to kill him.
Wow.
It's like, what?
Freaked
me out.
When you say the vibe that you had with her was weird, like, was she hitting on you, or was it like a weird vibe, like you just...
No, not hitting on me. It was just a weird vibe. And then she was like stalking my Instagram and telling the girl that I was sort of dating about girls that I liked or whatever, like just crap. I'm like, why are you stalking my Instagram? So I had to shut her off on Instagram, and I blocked her.
So she's a shit stirrer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
was a shit stirrer.
How did he find out that she was trying to fucking get a hitman?
The police told him.
Wow. So I guess he was.
It almost got to the point where I guess somehow the police intercepted her phone messages. She was using some inmate in Florida somehow to do the deal. Like, this guy was in jail.
Right.
He was hired. He was in contact with the hitman. It was to the point where I guess they were in a hotel room somewhere, maybe in California. And she was asking this guy, when's this going to go down? We're in the hotel room now.
Wow.
That's as far as I've seen so far, of like a TMZ and stuff. But yeah, this is like 2 weeks ago.
She should hook up with Joe Exotic. It seems her hiring hitman skills are just as good. What up, Yoni?
What's up, Yoni?
Yeah, thank you so much.
How are you? Thanks for coming back.
How's it going? Good to see y'all.
Good. We were just saying you are our first repeat guest, so thank you for coming back.
Of course, man. I had a good time last time.
We had a blast. Yeah. Yoni, what's going on here, dude? I saw, I think it was like a week ago. I think you were on a train back from somewhere, but did somebody hit you and you guys caught it on body cam footage?
No, someone stole my phone and smashed it, but I had an Apple Care.
Oh.
I didn't get hit at all. Basically, there's this fucking guy. It's called Palestinian News Network. the PNN. There's really should be called Pussy News Network.
Yes.
A bunch of fucking pussies. Listen, bro. I'm like 5'6". I'm not a big guy, you know. He came to meet me with 4 hired security guards. I mean,
wow.
And then then there was a girl. I came with one other guy and one other girl. Okay, we're friends. Not like they're like hired muscle or anything like that. Like he fucking had people like fucking like this, like refrigerators over there.
So this was a planned meeting where you're gonna like do an interview with him or something? Or
yeah, we met in the and then we met like in a park in Washington D.C. And then he comes in, like, starts shoving his phone in my face. And I pushed him back a few times. And I had a girl filming the whole thing. And then a guy just takes my phone out of the girl's hand and smashes it.
Wow.
Huh.
And you guys caught that on camera or no?
Yeah, we caught it on camera.
Good, bro. Fucking I hope you go after that dude.
Yeah, I've been in touch with like DC police, but they don't do shit.
You're sitting there trying to create content, raise awareness on situations, and somebody has to resort to that. Why? Because they can't use their words, or they fucking can't make a video to fight your video? Like pussy shit.
I know. That's what they always fucking do. These fucking Hamas influencers. They don't have anything. They don't know. They'll never like debate you. They'll never like fucking come on and have a conversation because they just look fucking retarded every single time. And also, like, the most ridiculous thing of this interview, that's like it's going like viral, like on certain circles, like on Reddit and shit, is that my friend is a Yemenite Jew. Okay, he's like, "Yo, where are your grandparents from?" He says Yemen, and then he goes, "Oh, you fucking dirty Arab." This Palestinian guy goes, "You fucking dirty Arab," which is crazy.
Yeah,
like if you're Palestinian, the only people who are defending you guys right now are like the Houthis from Yemen.
Well, and you got gays for Palestine in America, so you have them going for you.
Yeah, these people are retarded.
They are so retarded.
Part of the leftist fucking college students.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Gays for Palestine and shit.
Well, it is funny though, Yoni. I mean, you see, they have no, like, these people, all they could do is organize and do like a little protest. There's no creative bones in their body. Like, you don't see any pro-Palestinian creators out there making good videos and raising awareness on their side and stuff. They're just all bark and no bite. It's like, it's crazy. And then you got people like you actually doing shit, going out there, making real content because you have a brain and can fucking use your mouth. And it's crazy. If you ask somebody like why they are for Palestine, they have no course of why. It's just, yeah. Okay. That's how people go.
It's the brainwash left. Whatever. Oh, someone told me to be for this. Okay, I'll do that. And I'm really pissed off about it. Fuck them. It's hilarious.
100%. But it's not only the brainwash. It's also there's like a whole like woke right now, like that's coming out. That's fucking ridiculous too.
The woke right. I haven't heard this. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Like you guys were talking like Candace Owens and shit.
Yeah.
Oh well, like, yeah.
That's woke. That's, that's like I consider like woke right because like it's like the same mentality. Like if you don't agree with them, they'll try to like fucking cancel you. Or,
True.
You know what I mean? And
right. And I will disavow those motherfuckers equally.
Yeah. That should be what the people start to fucking disavow, is the people who fucking disavow them for not going on their fucking craziness.
Yeah.
Those are the people we need to fucking get rid of. So Yoni, is this your first form of like somebody physically attacking you or physically taking your recording equipment?
I mean, I got pepper sprayed and punched like recently.
By a regular civilian?
No, it was like this. Like they were protesting outside a synagogue in Borough Park, and I was there, and like the two people like recognized me, and like we started like squaring up. I got one punch into one of them, and then like this big fat guy, he hit me from the side, but I got pepper sprayed at the same time. So it's like this like weird moment of like I got hit.
Wow.
And I didn't know I got pepper sprayed. I'm just like, yo, why is it burning? Like what the?
Oh wow.
So you are in the mix of shit over there, dude.
Yeah.
I see. I mean, and you're inciting like some crazy shit. Like people on Instagram are like trying to dox you, and like they really have they have it in for you.
Yeah, they really hate me.
Which is crazy.
What they do?
What?
Well, explain
what they do.
I just get tons of messages like, I hope your mom gets cancer. There's crazy shit I get all day long.
Yeah.
But even saying like Yoni's going to be at this, fucking protest on such and such street at this time, go there and fucking beat him up and blah, 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 like trying to put up your location. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
To silence their opposition. That's what they do.
Yeah. So now I just have to think about like what I want to do with it, right? Because like anything I do could get like a lot of like a lot of like PR and stuff, right? So it's just like I want to think like what business do I launch now to just make them go nuts? You know what I mean? Like I feel like I gotta like become like a real estate agent, start selling like property in Gaza. You know, like I think it would be amazing. Like
the Riviera of the Middle East,
right? Like,
yeah,
imagine
baby.
if I was selling property. Like, wouldn't that fuck like all the fucking Zionist comedian piece of shit from New York became like it would be all over. Like I'd be like on Al Jazeera and shit.
You'd be killed, dude.
Yeah.
You'd have
there's that.
Yeah, you'd have bigger people coming after you.
It's a weird situation. Like there's way more people that hate me now.
Yeah.
Than like me. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the people that hate you are just the vocal ones. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of people liking your shit, maybe not commenting on it. So
no. I mean, I have a lot of people that like me. I know I have a lot of people that like me. I'm not saying no one likes me. A lot of people like me, but for some reason, like me, like in a group of people, like do you understand? Like I'm in articles in the Middle East, like newspapers, like every other day, bro. Yeah. Like the New York Post doesn't talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Like. I don't get the kind of coverage from the people. Like, I have fans, I can sell tickets to comedy shows, and people fuck with my shit, and I go to Jewish neighborhoods, or even I get invited to, like, Christian Zionist events, and people are like, yo, I fucking love what you're doing, and you guys are giving me love, and, like, a lot of people give me love, but, like, the amount of hate is, like, more, you know what I mean?
Well, they're the only ones that talk on social media. Like, there's so many times where, you know, I even saw it from my behaviors back in the day, like when social media first came out, I would be more inclined to get into it with somebody than I would to be like, oh, your stuff is awesome, I love you, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are that nowadays. Like they just go on and like to spew hate for fucking whatever reason, keyboard warrior type shit.
Yeah, always.
And the people that love you and follow you, they're just not as vocal because like, look at these morons. But you're getting a lot of engagement, so that's the key. Do you like the negative aspect of it though? Because I know a lot of you, of course, is pro-Israel, and you're trying to show people like the error in their ways by promoting Palestine. But I know a lot of you is like you like to just joke around and have a good time. Like I don't know if you're wanting all this negative heat on you. How you feeling? How you doing with this?
I'm sort of like getting used to it, but it's kind of fun. Like. It's also in this way, it's like kind of like reassuring, right? Like the more hate you get, the more you're just like, yo, if they're trying to end me, they know like I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm actually doing something. So it's a cool feeling.
You're getting to them. That's right.
Exactly. Like it's like I'm making a difference. Like you wouldn't fucking give so much attention to someone who's not doing anything.
Agreed. Right. Yeah. Are we still engaged, Yoni? We haven't talked kind of on our personal route as of late.
Oh no, we're not currently engaged.
Okay, is this a sore subject? Because you were too young for it. I loved you both as a couple, but I'm like Yoni needs to be single and ready to mingle because he'll be regretting it later in life.
No, honestly, I like being in a relationship.
I know you do.
Because it's like so like a stability and like, you know, I love Catherine too, but we still talk sometimes. It's just, I don't know. It's like, I feel like it's like, maybe there's something that's like within our personalities, like that's not 100% meshed.
Well, you're comedians.
We love each other, but it's like, I don't know. You can't always force something to work, you know what I mean?
Right. Sometimes love just isn't enough. You know, it's a lyric, but it's true. But I mean, don't forget, you're also two fucked up comedians, dude. How do you make that work in general? You know what I'm saying? One of you's got to be the fucked up one. Like Tom Segura and his wife, that works, but not many comedian couples work, you know?
Yeah.
One's got to be the kooky one.
I feel like Tom Segura is the normal one there, no?
Yeah, seems that way. Seems that way for sure.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Like, sometimes it's just easier. Like, honestly, sometimes... I feel like it's just like, being fucked up is like you click better with other fucked up people in a way.
Sure. 100%. But you can't marry the fucked up person. You can hang with them and then go home. You got to find the that normal chick. Who's going to raise the kid when you're both out on the road? You got to think of it like that.
I feel like I think I want to like end up on like, some sort of like community where like, like the neighbors step in.
I could totally see you going over to the Gaza Strip and raping a bunch of individuals and doing that thing.
I don't know about that.
No. Don't do that. Yeah.
I don't know about that. You're probably going to end up on Al Jazeera right now.
Can you imagine?
You're fucked.
Al Jazeera, I come in peace. So how are you finding these? Like, are you just going to random places or are you going to like protests? How are you finding these people to interview on the streets and all that jazz?
So I'm going to like protests and shit a lot, counter protesting. And it's like all over now. They're going crazy. It's this whole shit with the deportation of Mahmoud Khalil and stuff.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here, right?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know his name, but I knew, because I saw a bunch of lefties going, "Oh, the president just arrested this guy just for speaking." It's like, no, that's not what happened.
Yeah. It's like, it's enough. If you fucking hate America, get the fuck out. What are you doing here on a visa?
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your visa can be revoked at any time for reasons like supporting a terrorist network. Okay, you're out. Bye-bye.
How is saying this
100%.
like this should be just like normal happenstance? Like this, we're saying this like, and it's almost like we're saying something crazy, but it should be exactly what the fuck it is.
Well, that's what the left has created. They created an upside down world, and they fucking, they pick one little point and go, "This is what happened." And they don't tell you about the full picture. And then all their supporters are like, "Oh yeah, Trump is taking away our free speech." Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't be on a visa and pee on a flag. It's so hard.
Yoni, talk to me about DJ.
Different country, asshole. What?
Talk to me about DJ Doo Pee Pee. Who is this guy and where did he come from?
It's just the fucking character I was playing. It's like a fake news reporter. It's like, hey, it's like with like a strong like Israeli accent. Like, hey, my name is DJ Doo Pee Pee. You know what I do? Security expert.
I like it.
Ex-Mossad agent.
God.
I noticed now it seems like you're bringing a lot more Israel-specific jokes into your stand-up, like on stage. Do you find that's good for the comedy or not? Because maybe if you're talking, like it seems maybe sometimes you're talking about subjects that if they don't know could kind of go over their brain. Are you finding that or no?
Well, I'm getting booked for a lot of pro-Israel events. That just happens to be it. I'm not like that's just sort of like the niche I fell into. Like I'm not like people don't book me as much in like just the regular comedy circuit. So I cater to what they do. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah! Tell them not to. What is that called, Chad? Where you're typecast. Tell them not to typecast you. You're fucking. You got range, dude.
Yeah, I know.
For real though. So what else, man? So is that the deal with the Instagram? It's not just doing the street interviews. You come up with characters and you do like the full gamut on there. And
I really need to step up and do a lot more. I was like shadow banned for like a year.
Yeah.
I'm stuck at 30,000 followers for like a year already.
Yep. And some of your videos are getting fucking 100,000 likes and stuff. So it's like it's definitely off.
Yeah.
Dude, you got millions on some, dude. So it's definitely those numbers are fucking way off. And yeah, that's crazy. And you had to come up with a second account too because they were doing that, I think.
Yeah, so I just hired a lawyer. We actually fought Instagram.
Good.
So I'm back to regular right now. I should
Sweet.
be. Even though it doesn't seem like I'm getting the engagement I should. But I'm gonna start putting much more like effort back into it again.
Yeah.
I was just trying to, build, do other things.
Yeah. No, I
So much for
completely get it.
Zuckerberg saying he's going to change all that. Come on, Zuck. Get it right.
Yeah. I mean, it's gotten definitely, I think, better. I mean, I'm not 100. Yeah.
But
Because
there's still a heavy hand to it.
for sure. Well, Instagram was bad, and that was part. See, Facebook, I think, was always kind of okay. Instagram got crazy. Like Chad was getting fucking notices for shit back in the day that were way off. But we've been live on Instagram for the past 81 shows, and they've never flagged an episode. They've never told us to take one down. Whereas YouTube has flagged many, given us strikes. So we actually stopped going live on there, and now just like post shorts and shit.
Yeah. My friend actually, who's also like sort of like this like Zionist like person on Instagram, he was selling a dog it was like from Bay Ridge.
What?
And they flagged him for like selling a dog in a Muslim neighborhood, and that could be like offensive to them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that they don't like dogs.
Wow.
No, because what they do is there's 2 billion Muslims in the world, right? And like a lot of them, like in like countries like Indonesia and Pakistan, they just have people going to like all our Instagrams, like everyone who's like pro-Israel and they don't like, and they just try to flag us all day long. It's like a full-time job. Whatever you fucking upload, it could be you don't understand. I uploaded a joke about like an ex of mine trying to commit suicide.
Yeah, I saw that.
They flagged.
She can't commit to anything.
What?
She can't commit to anything.
Yeah, she can't commit to anything.
His joke, he was dating a chick that tried to commit suicide, and like the punchline was she couldn't commit to anything.
No, I was like, I got rejected by a suicidal.
There it was.
I was like, you can't commit to anything.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, now you got the friggin' UK government doing it to their citizens. Like, you got these Pakistani rape gangs going around raping young girls in England.
Yeah.
People post against it, and the UK government then puts them in jail and not the Pakistani rape gangs.
It's insane.
It's called suicidal empathy. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's not what God's side, right? That's his book.
Yeah, I don't know if I heard Elon Musk say it first on Joe Rogan, but he may have gotten it from him, God's side.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's
Elon
weaponized
Musk
empathy.
this guy all the time.
Yeah, it's weaponized empathy from like the top down. They use empathy to weaponize it against the people so that they do their agenda. And then there's suicidal empathy by the people that vote for those people that say, hey, we should let 1 million illegals into our country because it's, we're humanitarian. It's good. Yeah. And then they fucking take over your country and destroy your culture. Great.
If you said out loud vocally like all the things that the left stood for, you as you're saying them, you wouldn't believe that, like we're for open borders. We're like, you would be like, what the fuck are these people talking about? Yeah. That's not what we're stand for. And yet people just right on board with it. Yeah, I guess we are for open borders. What?
Listen, I'll be honest with you though, like for real. If a Pakistani does rape your daughter and you post about it on Facebook, that's Islamophobic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
It's what it is. It's what it is. You gotta let them rape your daughter.
They say. Yeah.
When did it become so fucking nuts, man? Thank God.
Have to, they come here. We have to come accustomed to their culture, and in their culture, you could rape young women, and we just have to, stop being such a pussy about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, just accept it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Especially if it happens to your daughter. Just, accept it. It's fine. It's their culture. Okay.
Just let Ahmed fuck your daughter, bro. What's the big deal?
Yeah, come on now. Take a number, get in line here, folks.
I go on my own fucking jihad if that happened.
Yeah. For sure. I'd help you.
I wouldn't be posting about it on Instagram. I'd be fucking going on my own jihad.
Silent. Yeah, buddy. Sorry Chad's not here this Tuesday, but he's on a mission.
Yeah, no, that whole story is crazy of you're right, the amount of British people who got arrested and went to jail for speaking out. And it's
crazy. It's happening in Germany, it's happening in Sweden, it's happening in UK, I think it's probably happening in France too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The EU might be on the verge of collapsing. We'll see because it's getting bad.
Yeah. And then that's why like that's the whole thing with Israel, because like Israel's like the only country in the world who's like takes like a hard stance, like, you know, like you're not gonna blow up our neighborhoods, like you're not gonna fucking you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna kill kids in their home in front of their parents, like we don't stand for it. And everyone's like, oh my god, this genocidal apartheid ethno state, they don't allow it.
Yoni, I'm gonna bring up something controversial here.
You can't put a bomb on a bus? What? That's fucking horrible.
What's wrong with you? Just let them do it.
You guys are pathetic.
Yoni, does Pakistan border Israel?
No.
Oh.
Pakistan is borders India and Afghanistan and Bangladesh
and Iran, right? Is it Iran too?
No, I think maybe. I think and Iran. You're right, Chad.
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought I heard that drugs were getting smuggled into Israel from there, but I guess maybe it's going through another. That's why I thought they bordered. Maybe not.
No, we Israel borders Lebanon, Jordan, Gaza, Egypt, Syria.
Yo, isn't that crazy
Syria,
though that the Gaza basically could be like the Riviera of the Middle East, and all this shit is going on over there? Like, it really is beautiful fucking land that isn't being utilized properly. And
I'll tell you something. The whole thing with Gaza is apparently, from what I'm hearing, is it's going to end really soon. Trump's just like, do what you got to do. Just don't take too long. I've had enough of this.
Right.
Just
that's what it seems.
No, like just do what you have to. Just finish it off.
Is Benjamin Netanyahu or whatever, is he going to be the leader after this is over, or you think they're gonna get rid of him?
I think, like, listen, I'm not very opposed to him. I don't but I think it's time for him to go, just because it's like, you know, like been there, done that, new leadership.
Yeah.
But I'm
not even
like,
that he's doing a bad job, just like time for a change to see what happens.
Like, listen, at the end of the day, like I don't blame him. You know, there's a lot of but he also was the prime minister during October 7th, and I feel like, you know, whatever, finish your term or whatever. But I would like personally, I would like to see new leadership in Israel.
Oh, I thought like elections were suspended, so he's still technically
elections weren't suspended. He's not Zelensky.
Okay, so he's still in his term.
Yeah, he's still right now is like the democratically elected leader.
Gotcha. Do you hold any credence that Israel allowed this to happen, that they knew it was going to happen and allowed it so they could actually go in and get rid of these guys?
That's a good question, actually. It's a really good question. So basically, I think some factions within the Israeli military sort of allowed it to happen. Let's say allow it, like they sort of fell asleep, like whether purposely or not, definitely negligence, fell asleep at the wheel. Whether some people purposely just let it go through, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it's for that they could go in and start the war. I actually think it was like lefties who were trying to get Netanyahu out of power. So they figured if he had like a huge failure under his watch, then he would lose a lot of popularity and get voted out.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, there was a whole thing in Israel with the judicial reform.
No, talk to me.
I don't know about it.
Okay, so this is actually, so basically Israel. One of the problems, I'll say some bad things about Israel too. They don't have a constitution.
Okay.
Which is a big problem, because a constitution really is it just sets boundaries for the leadership, right? Like Trump's president, but there's certain things he can't do. He can't take away our speech. He can't take away our guns. He can't take away certain things that, but as Americans, we have to have. So the Constitution is very important because it's like a guideline for your leadership, right? So and in Israel, there's only two branches of government. There's the Knesset, which is like the House, which is and the Prime Minister is the head of the House.
Okay.
And then there's the Supreme Court. So there's only two branches of government, no constitution. Okay, now the problem
is you just mentioned three with president, House, and then the Supreme Court. No.
Okay, but the prime minister is different than the president, because the prime minister is the head of the House.
Oh, okay.
He's like the prime, like the House is like the ministry, it's based off the British system because the British
Based off of
helped us set
Parliament.
up democracy back then.
Right.
But their house is called the minister. So he's the prime minister. So he's just the head of the house. But he's still just like a member of the like he's just.
So there's no executive branch then, which is right, or is that
exactly?
Yeah. Okay.
There's no like presidential branch.
Okay.
Okay. So the reason, one of the good things about the American democracy is the checks and balances. But the problem is in Israel, the Supreme Court isn't elected by the elected officials. It's elected by like this like sort of like it's elected basically by the previous judges. Like if I'm stepping down, I get to choose who's replacing me, sort of system.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
And Israel was started by people who were much more like socialist, like more like atheists. And today, people who live there are much more religious conservative.
Wow. Is atheists? I wouldn't have thought that.
A lot, some atheists, and not even just atheists, just people who are much less religious. And I'm saying those were the people who set up the system. Even back then, like there was always like sort of like a divide inside the country between like more conservative and more liberal, just like in America, right? But the thing is, though, with so the liberals are sort of like losing power, right? They're sort of, they used to be the majority, but now it's like even more than America. Like you're gonna like because of all the wars and all the like the liberals' big thing was we have to make peace with the Palestinians at all costs. Like that was their big thing. You know what I mean? And they tried the Oslo Accords. They tried with Bill Clinton. They tried a million times to have a two-state solution, but the terrorists never stopped. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like you can't make peace with people who don't want peace with you.
True.
And that's what people are really realizing within Israel. So like the whole liberal approach is just like, like enough. Like it's like we're not gonna shove peace down our enemies' throats. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna force you to love me.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me. Remember that? Mike Tyson said that. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me.
Yeah.
That's more or less suicidal empathy right there.
Exactly.
Perfect example. Like we can be buddies with the people that hate us. No, you can't. You can't.
Keep your enemies close, but your what is it?
Hey, I just got a low battery warning on my AirPods. I'm gonna go get different headphones. I'll be right back. Sorry about this.
Cool.
We'll hold down the fort.
All right, thank you.
So go ahead, Yoni. I didn't mean to stop you there, but I had to say that.
For sure. It's a good. I mean, Mike Tyson should definitely be the next prime minister of Israel. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, man.
Or just fuck them until they love them. So basically, the Netanyahu government right before October 7th was trying to get rid of the Israeli Supreme Court.
Okay.
Was trying to get rid of the Israeli Supreme Court because that was like a huge deal in Israel because like the Israeli Supreme Court, by the way it works, is really like the liberals' like last grasp on power. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this was a power grab.
Yeah, but it was also like they just have the elected officials, but and then in the upcoming elections, there's almost no way that a left-wing government is going to be in charge of Israel. So and the left controlled the Supreme Court because they were electing each judge elected the next judge. So they had like a strong grasp on the Supreme Court itself. And after the conservative government gets rid of the Supreme Court, there's really nothing left. Like they're not going to be in power for the next 25 years. You know what I mean?
Right. So it was like kind of a cycle that they couldn't get out of. Supreme Court judge leaves, he appoints his buddy that's part of the same party, and it just keeps going and going.
Yeah. So the left who has a big control on a lot of like the industry, a lot of like the places in Israel, like they have a big control over like certain units in the military. They have like a lot like sort of like in America where just like a lot of like the departments and a lot of like the ministries are all controlled by the left. Like no one knows how they control them. But like it's just like fucking deep state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the deep state's always like very left.
Yeah.
And honestly, the deep state in Israel and the deep state in America are like sort of like, you know, like
they're butt buddies, dude.
Yeah, because they're deep state, they're globalists. So it's like the globalists are always sort of like intertwined. They work together.
Yep.
Just like the deep state in the EU, the deep state in the US, it's all the fucking same fucking people, bro. But it like nationalists, like they don't always work together because they're more, their national interests are more important to them.
Right.
So they're saying so while this is going on, the judicial reform is going on, a lot of like soldiers from elite units, fighter pilots, commanders, very high people within the Israeli army, decided to leave the army as a protest.
Oh,
like
that's
one of the reasons why on October 7th they couldn't get any planes and helicopters in the sky. Almost like maybe they got one helicopter in the sky, but like you know, like you see like the Israeli Air Force right now, we're bombing like 4 or 5 countries at once, right? But why on October 7th we couldn't get one fucking fighter jet in the sky? Because the fighter pilots wouldn't show up to work.
Ooh.
Okay, so I don't know if it's 100%. There's a lot of negligence that happened because of this Supreme Court judicial reform, but I don't know if it was on purpose,
right?
Or if people wanted this to happen on purpose, or you know what I mean, or it was just negligence and
so
like
pretty
protest.
much like kind of America's 9/11. Like we don't know if they were complicit and part of the planning, or they had negligence and allowed it to happen, type of deal. Like those are like the two options. What they're
100%.
saying is
Very similar to 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah. And it is kind of funny that our deep states are so intermingled. Let's see what Bobby's pulling up on the screen here. What up, Chad? What do we got here, Bobby? Do I need to have you explain?
Hamas and Israel on the gliders. This was 2012. Is this not some type of pre-programming?
Let's see.
And Economist magazine does it all the time. They do pre-programming all the time.
Wow. With the gliders and everything. That's fucking insane.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, that is a little bit wacky there, folks.
Wacky. Yeah, that really is fucking wacky.
I got to talk to Bobby after this. He has a lot with pre-programming. He thinks like stuff from Back to the Future was like pre-programming people for 9/11 and stuff like that. I want to get into this with him, but the pre-program just makes no sense to me. Like, why are you pre-programming people for stuff that's going to happen in the future? It's probably more the fact that it's a coincidence and, you know, things happen in movies. And
it was on The Simpsons.
100%. He pulls some of that stuff up too.
It's always on the fucking Simpsons.
But Chad, we were basically saying like it seemed like October 7th was like our 9/11, where we don't know if we were negligent in you know, in getting all the intelligence, or if we, you know, had some kind of part in it type deal.
Yeah, but they're slowly in Israel, they're actually releasing more and more reports.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Regardless, there was a terrorist attack that, you know, that they were planning anyway, you know?
I mean, I actually recently they recently released a report that the first time they even told Netanyahu about this, what's going on, was like 6:30 in the morning after it already started. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
Like, how does the fucking prime minister not know about this? You know what I mean?
It's crazy. I mean, they were saying that when spy balloons were going over the U.S., they didn't tell Trump about it when he was president. I'm like, how are you not giving that information to our commander in chief? Like, he should be the first person to have that info.
Yeah. Trump's doing an amazing job of like kicking like the deep state out of the government. Like, amazing job. Like, he's firing everybody. Like, honestly, like every fucking leader in the world should learn from what Trump and like Elon Musk are doing right now. It's unbelievable. Agreed,
dude. And it's going at warp speed. I mean, and the shitty part is he's not going to, like, future will look at him as the best president ever. But like, as of right now, he's still not looked at it like that. He's going through all this shit with, you know, at least a lot of the American public are on his side, but the other half that's still fucking going through fairy tale world is nuts. because when history is written about President Trump, it will be the defining moment of
He's
America.
unbelievable. What a great guy. We love him.
It's huge.
Huge.
What about these people blowing up Teslas? Chad, it's lefties blowing up Teslas, dude. I thought they were the party of nonviolence. You can't hear? Yeah, you. I can't hear you. Try the settings on that little gear thing. See if maybe you got to change the audio thing on there. And then if not, just pull them out and see if we could do it that way. We had earbuds go dead during the middle of the interview, so that's why Mr. Gracey was having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. It's the deep state. It's the deep state. They're fucking with his headphones.
I wouldn't put it past them, dude.
They shut me down. The one thing that's funny though, like on the conservative side, it's kind of funny to watch like Joe Rogan like perform for like a full Madison Square Garden, and to be like, yeah, man, they shut me down. Like, I'm canceled. It's like, dude, you just sold out MSG, bro. Like, chill.
When did Rogan say that?
I thought last time he was at MSG, he said something about him being canceled.
Well, I think I forget. I think him and before the Trump interview, I think Trump and him got in not got into it, but Trump was saying like,
yeah, they should boo him.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like,
Can
Chad,
you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that.
All good.
I don't know why those weren't fully charged when I sat down into this. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Well, as you were leaving, we were saying we were getting into like how October 7th and 9/11 kind of similarities in there. We don't know if our governments were complicit in it or just like bad intelligence and all that jazz. And
well, I was going to say to that, like the first thing I thought of when October 7th happened, I was like, how did this slip by Mossad? Like they're fucking some of the best, one of the best security agents,
100%
agencies in the world. Like, how did they miss this?
100%.
I thought it was weird from the beginning.
I think though, like, I think the one thing with the Mossad is I think they never saw Hamas as like such a big threat.
Yeah.
Well,
like, like
it's like the fighter. I'm sorry, Yoni, but it's just like a fighter who thinks he could beat the shit out of somebody. He doesn't train properly for the fight and kind of overlooks them. And then you get knocked out like, what was it, Buster Douglas did to fucking Mike Tyson.
Right.
Yeah.
That could be that,
like,
for sure.
Like look at like what Mossad did in Lebanon to Hezbollah, who they took more seriously, and look what they did. Like, you know what I mean? Like in Hezbollah, they had so much intelligence. They sold them beepers like 15 years before. The walkie-talkies were blowing up. The radios were blowing up. Everything was blowing up.
That was amazing.
Fucking terrorists walking around without their dicks because their beepers blew up in their pants pocket. I mean, it's like you know what I mean? Like, I think it's just like, I don't know, like. And I'm sure it's like somewhat of both and the truth, but I don't know if it's all like they just let it happen, or it's just like, just like negligence. Like, I didn't fucking think that Hamas is capable of anything.
Right.
It's a good question to ponder.
But just the fact, sorry, Chad.
Wild. I was gonna say that just that whole phone and beeper thing was just I just started like, what were the logistics on that? How far back did they go? Did they go to the companies? Like how did they do that? That was amazing.
Yeah. And the level of logistics, like you said, on that is crazy. So if they were that deep and entrenched in it, how the fuck didn't they know that this was going to happen? If they had their beepers with fucking bombs in them preemptively, because they had to have already had them in their possession before October 7th took place. If they were that entrenched in their organization, it just, in my little pea brain, I'm like, how didn't they know about it?
Yeah, they must have known something. I mean, apparently, I'm even hearing like reports like from the military where like in the military they have like these like units of girls who mostly girls, I think, because they just have better attention spans, where they watch camera footage all day of like Gaza and stuff like that. And even these girls were saying, like, Hamas is training by the border every night, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
They're
for months.
having drills and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like,
for months.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah, it's, and like you said, like I just don't see Mossad being that complacent. Like they had to freaking know something. I had to know something, especially if you have now. You're just saying these women are watching the cameras and going, yeah, they're training by the board. You think Mossad would be like, okay, let's look into this because something's going on.
Yeah,
It's weird.
Well,
Daphne said I was supposed to talk about the Tesla fires. This is liberals attacking liberals.
It's crazy.
It's
Violently.
amazing. It's amazing.
Violently.
Violently. But people that have, it's probably just most people that bought Teslas are probably liberal, and you have these liberals that are doxing them and have websites identifying their cars and
Crazy, dude.
destroying liberals' cars. And I just saw some guy say, like, I'm for it. It's like let the liberals attack the liberals. You're turning more liberals into conservatives or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
They're going to start turning against, like, what did I do? Why are you attacking my car? Like,
You're right.
it doesn't have anything to do with Doge.
Probably won't, because they're still just so fucking drinking their own Kool-Aid. Oh, I guess they're supposed to attack my car because they're right. And fucking, I have no
more
original
suicidal
thoughts.
empathy. Yeah, destroy my shit. I don't care because fuck Doge.
It's amazing.
I can't understand for like people who are against Doge. Like, wouldn't you want your government to be more responsible with your tax money? Like, isn't that like a good thing?
You would think so. It is illogical, and like I said, it's upside down world. This is what they do over there. It's just insane.
Like I get why the politicians don't want it, because then they don't have access to the kitty. But
exactly, the Dem elite, we know why they don't want it.
Right,
they're upending all of their friggin' funding mechanisms and the way they all make money. But
why
for the people
us normies?
that follow them, like their logic tells them, oh yeah, Elon Musk is stealing my identity. What? So the richest man in the world can take out a credit card in your name? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
He's gonna get a car loan in your name? What? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But they believe it and they hate Doge. Like, okay.
It's funny, like anytime you write like Elon Musk is a Nazi on Twitter, like he makes money from that. Like
oh yeah.
Right. And then there's that.
Yeah, he turned that company around. I mean, just every company has been ultra successful. He's taken companies that were in the red, brought them back into the black, started PayPal. I mean, it's endless. So for somebody
you have someone like AOC saying he's not very smart.
Or he's the dumbest billionaire she ever met, whatever the fuck their words were.
Wait. AOC, what are you saying? There's a lot of politicians like that. They're too stupid to know that they're stupid. It's like, just to make a statement saying that Elon Musk is not very smart, you are stupid. You might not like him, but you can have other criticisms. But to say he's not smart is just ridiculous.
It
makes you look like a fucking moron. Yoni, before we let you go, we're gonna bring Bobby on and have him talk to you about some pre-programming, and then we'll have you get out all your shit.
Like I don't like a lot of the stuff Bill Gates is doing, right? But I would never say he's not smart.
Exactly.
He might be evil. He might be a dick.
Yeah.
He's smart though. He's fucking smart.
Highly
evil genius. Evil genius
exactly.
smart.
Like Soros. Him. Yeah.
Soros is a smart fucking guy.
Absolutely.
He's a piece of shit, but he's a smart guy.
Yes, he is.
Same with Hitler. Smart guy. Piece of shit. Yeah. All right, Mr. Rob Bobby Yankee, talk to me. No, this is not the Bobby show. This is me asking you, what about pre-programming? Talk to me about it. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. All right, hold on. You want to see it? All right.
You ready for this, Yoni?
Yeah.
And Chad, so...
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm sure you didn't, but there's a lot in it.
Boop, boop.
But yeah,
We're gonna watch the whole movie. Here we go.
No, we're not.
No, I'm gonna fast forward. I'm
just kidding.
I was hoping he would get to the part he wanted us to see, but
no, this is it. What?
The intro titles.
No, I thought it was coming right there. Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. Just watch. This is its connection to 9/11. Watch.
The Twin Pine Malls, which is what the 11. This is crazy for the Twin Towers. It's insane.
Watch, hold on. Let's go to this part.
the tape and they don't like it? I mean, what if they say I'm no good? What if they say, get out of here, kid, you got no future? I mean, I just don't think I can take that kind of rejection. Jesus, I'm starting to sound like my old man.
That's the twin again, twin primal.
Right.
All right, watch. Let me fast forward to him.
Well, hold on, Bobby.
on,
Before
it's
we
not
get
that
into this, let me
bad.
ask you this:
Police just let you
what
borrow
is
the
the
car
point of pre-programming? So, in other words, like, what are they accomplishing by doing it?
They have to show you so that
What they're going to do. I've heard this. Yeah.
yeah, they have to show you what they're gonna do. It's some kind
Don't
of
help him, Chad.
archaic
Let him dig
reason.
his way out of this. You gotta talk to me,
There's
Bobby.
no digging my way out of it. If you watch some things about it, look, now
No,
he's
but
gonna
no.
talk about the clock tower.
No, Bobby, you're here now. You're not watching that video. Shut it off. You're not. It's not shared anymore. So my point is to you with this: why the pre-programming? So what are
Stop
they? What are
sharing
they? Yeah. What are they accomplishing by pre-programming us and telling us what's going to happen in the
By
future?
showing you and you accepting it. By showing you, and the people that don't understand symbolism and symbology, they don't
Right,
understand
so then it's-
what's going on.
so then it's
They're
over their-
accepting it.
So then it's over their head anyway, and they don't get it. There's no point to it.
There is a
I'm not allowed
point
to-
because
I'm
there
not allowed
are
to help
people
them.
that do
No, come on,
understand
Chad. Yeah, come on. Let me hear.
There are
According
people that do
to these elites' ethos, they have to tell you what they're going to do. Whether you see it or it's over your head or not does not matter to them.
Exactly.
It's part of how they think that they have to let you know what they're going to do.
Whose dog?
So what is it?
Yanni? Yanni's dog, maybe? I lowered him for now.
I think it was a siren.
Oh. So
There's
Okay, so-
pre-programming.
they have to
in
show like
everything.
they have to show the world, and whoever gets it gets it. Why though? Like, who would make up that rule? Like, it's
Because it's preparing people for what's to come. Really, it's preparing.
Why would you do
like
that,
Daphne
though?
just said. Daphne just said it because it's preparing the people who are smart enough to see it to save themselves.
so you're telling me that the people that were smart enough to watch Back to the Future, they knew 9/11 was coming, what day, and they prepared for it.
Yeah, those buildings were built to be destroyed by Rockefeller. Those buildings were built to be destroyed.
They were built to withstand a plane crash from a 727. So I don't know what
That's
you're
not
talking
what-
about there.
Yeah, that's not what blew them up, bro. That's
No,
not
duh.
what
A
blew 'em up.
747 did a much bigger plane. but
No,
when they were
not even a plane. No, it wasn't a plane.
okay, this is where it gets crazy, Yanni. You ready? So what blew up the Twin Towers?
Probably thermite. I mean, they found thermite on the scene in the air.
Did a
They
plane crash into the towers?
A plane did
but
crash, but a plane would not sever a whole top tower and then they fall.
Have you never
at the
watched
speed-
9/11? Have you never watched Engineers and Architects for 9/11 Truth, John?
Absolutely. They said that the plane hit and the jet engine fuel caused the internal steel to melt at whatever rate. And then when the top
And
came
it
down,
wouldn't
it was just
fall at free fall. It wouldn't fall at free fall speed, bro.
it was designed to do that. Once the floors above it collapsed, that's exactly what it was designed to do.
No.
It wasn't designed to collapse like that.
Absolutely, it was. If the floor above it pancaked on it, it was made to come down like that. The
floor
forget
above
what they
it
said
should
about
have
the
slid
bracing.
off. It should have slid off. It should have
that
slid off
actually is
itself.
what happened in Tower 7. So the big antenna that came off supposedly
Yeah,
ripped a
because they were-
hole down the Tower 7.
Tower 7.
Yeah, remember the third tower that fell?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, how the fuck did that thing fall? Supposedly
look at
the
all the-
antenna from Tower 2 or whatever, whichever one had the tower, that as it was coming down, free fall, but the antenna portion came off and actually sliced Tower 7. And that's how that
I still say it was an inside job. I will always say it till the day
I still
die.
kind of believe it too, but you know,
Let me ask you something. Inside job, like who, why, what's the purpose?
For the New World Order to bring in the Patriot Act, to go to Iraq, to go there for no reason. There were no weapons of mass
War.
destruction. They went there to go to the museums. They went to the museums. That was the first spot they went in Iraq. Or the
and the oil
museum.
fields.
But I feel like Iraq. I mean, I'm not saying that. I think going into Iraq was a huge mistake. Don't get me wrong, but I think there were like Iraq, Saddam Hussein was using like chemical weapons on the
He
Kurds, and he
did.
was using chemical weapons in the war in Iran. And just because they came in, they couldn't find any. Like, I think they for sure had chemical weapons. I think that argument. I still don't think it was a good idea to go, but I just never took that argument that they didn't have chemical weapons because I think they obviously did.
Yeah, I think. Well, they know they had chemical weapons, but they were making shit up like they had like other weapons of mass destructions, like hidden in like 18-wheeler trucks, and we know they had chemical weapons because they used them on the Kurds. But I think they were talking about like ones that could be deployed elsewhere and some other shady shit going on there. Not 100% though.
Everything truly is a rich man's con.
All right, but back to me here. So they have to show people this for the pre-program, and is it like they have to do it because it's a rule, or they're doing it to warn people that are supposed to get the warning?
I
No,
think
it's
they're
their-
trying
it's
to
their
wake
rule.
people up, but it is a rule too. It's a karmic rule. It's karma.
Well,
bro. What comes
Chad,
around
you're saying
goes
it's a
around.
rule?
From what I've seen, yeah, it's a rule that they have. It's like part of their ethics is that they have to. The way that they justify them doing it is that they warn people that it's going to happen.
Yeah, like all the
No matter how
fires.
evil whatever they're talking about is. I don't know about the Back to the Future and the Twin Pines Mall thing with that. I don't know if that's part of the pre-programming. Never seen that, but I have seen videos and things about how these ruling elites have to show you what they're going to do.
I mean, I just showed you the cover of Economist magazine. That always tells you their plans. Economist
Bobby, you
magazine
could
always
do that.
tells you their plans.
You could do that for The Simpsons. You could do it for a bunch of stuff. Like I said, there's only so many things that could happen. If you draw a bunch of things, you're bound to hit fucking something.
Yeah.
You know?
You're bound to hit the exact thing that happened that day.
Yeah. I mean, look at the
I don't
dollar
know,
bill.
bro.
If you fold it properly, or is it the 20? You could see the
Yeah.
towers burning.
Yeah.
Pre-programming.
You could also see New York getting hit by a tidal wave.
Oh, boy.
And the Hoover Dam going down.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Fuck,
damn.
it's time to leave New York.
Yes. Yanni, let the audience know where they could find you and on your social media and all that jazz. And we'll have you on again, of course.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I had a great time, guys, like always.
Always.
It was
Like
great to
always.
have you. Thank you.
Yeah, fine, man. It was a good time. You can find me. I'm on Instagram, Yoni Kletzel. You can find me on Twitter, Yoni Kletzel. You can find me on YouTube, Yoni Kletzel.
And we're going to post
You
all
can
his
find me on
links here.
Pornhub, Big Black Dick.
Yes. You can find him on OnlyFans. Need tweezer and magnifying glass to find it. Dude, thank you so much, man. We'll definitely have you on again. Catch up with you. Keep fighting a good fight, dude.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
it
you.
easy.
Take care.
Peace.
Yeah,
All right.
be good.
Yoni Kletzel, everybody. If you can't
great.
remember how to say the last name, Pretzel Kletzel. That's how we do.
He's great. We got a
Nice.
little off track with him, but that's all right.
You want to see the proposed canal in Gaza now?
I've heard
No,
about
I'm not.
this now.
I'm not done here. I'm not done here.
Oh, what's up?
So Robert Zemeckis, who was in on the pre-programming of Back to the Future? The
Bob
writer,
Gale,
the director.
Bob Gale. Bob Gale. He turned Biff, the character of Biff in Back to the Future 2, was Trump. He even said that himself. He portrayed him after Trump.
Oh wow,
You
that's
know?
now that you say that. Did you see Back to the Future
That's
2,
interesting.
Chad?
Oh yeah, I've seen them all. Mhm.
When he owns in the fucked up world, in the fucked up
Right,
version,
right.
you know,
But
the timeline.
He's got the big building, and then he kind of looks like the future Trump. But I don't think Trump looked like that back then. I don't think he was that big and that.
But
I don't think his
Bob
face
Gale
looked-
even admitted that was Trump. He admitted you could see all the.
No, I get the character, but I mean the looks thing. I don't think Trump was that big as that back then. I think he was like a younger. When did that come out? Like 90?
Well, he was 85, and Trump was
the
a
second
big
Back to the
into,
Future.
yeah, like 85 or 87, and
Wow.
Trump was big into casinos early. He was big
Yes,
into
I'm saying
casinos
the
early.
character was. I don't know if the look of the character was. Is what I'm saying.
yeah. Well, the look, I'm sure you're not going to get perfect, but
Right.
that was him. He even said it. Bob Gale said it himself. That was Trump. Like
what was the-
designed? He designed
And what
them
was
after
the-
Trump. What
was the significance there?
Just Trump, what he was going to play in the future, becoming president. That was another pre-programming thing. You need to watch
that's
that
right.
video,
He did
bro.
Biff was running for president or he ran for something. Maybe he was mayor. I don't remember.
He was
Biff
running
for
for like ruler of everything in part 2 in the fucked up timeline.
Yeah.
He controlled all of Hill
Lorraine.
Valley. Yeah, he controlled all of Hill Valley. If you
That's what I
watch
thought.
that,
He was the mayor of Hill Valley.
watch that video, Back to the Future trilogy, 3 acts of world-changing events. Just watch it, and you'll see.
I've watched it. You posted that a long, long time ago. You post it like every 4 or 5 months. Anywho,
I just want people to see. I mean, symbolism should be their downfall, but it's not because people aren't awake to it. They're not.
all right. Well, instead of the ones that have happened, what are the pre-programming ones that we should be aware of that are going to happen? That's the most important.
AI and possibly robotics.
Yeah, fucking Terminator.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
For real.
Come on.
Is AI alien intelligence? I'm hearing that it's not human-made AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I was also hearing that too, that they were calling it alien intelligence. It is a type of alien intelligence when you think about it.
Yeah, especially if
I think it goes all the way back. I think we live in a cyclical reality. Like we get to a point and then everything just crashes. Then we hit a golden age. Then we go through the cycle. We hit like where we're at now, like at the bottom. We get eradicated, and then it just goes around again.
Yeah.
Not all of us get eradicated, but most of society does.
So you're thinking there's been many advanced civilizations on Earth, is what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know about. I think there's been a few. I don't know about many, but I think there's definitely been a few advanced civilizations that have been destroyed.
That's what I'm bringing up here.
Wow.
Advanced civilizations, this new pyramid discovery is crazy, dude.
Well, so I just saw, what the fuck is the guy's name on Instagram? I forget his name. He used to work with Barstool. I think he's with Barstool Sports, but he just said that now this is coming out. It might be a troll.
Get out of here.
With the pyramids, yeah.
No fucking
it's
way.
It's no troll. There's tunnels.
But it could be disinformation coming back out now, like trying to disprove what's been said. You never know.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so they're saying that these things go down like 21. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And so,
they look like obelisks, like under the ground.
Yeah, but they have supposedly coils that go around the obelisk that could conduct energy, and supposedly the metal that are being used on these coils is something we've never discovered on Earth. So it's either from somewhere else, or they invented a metal that we didn't have, that we don't have now.
Wow, I gotta look more into this.
Yeah,
we're gonna bring this up next week.
This is a good blog on our website, folks. So if you go there, you could see this article and see what we're talking about.
I was saying to myself,
always been
as soon as this came out, I was like, this is incredible, and if it's real, it's even more incredible. But you're going to have probably the traditional Egyptologists are going to push back hard on this, so they could be putting up this information that this was a troll and it's bullshit,
right? Because
the traditional Egyptologists don't want you to think, oh, the Sphinx is older than 4,000 years, because it clearly is,
right?
I mean, the water erosion on it is clearly it's water erosion. It's from it hasn't rained that much on the Giza Plateau for like over 12,000 years. So the Sphinx has to be older than 4,000 years.
And to get those water fissures in there, it would take like hundreds, if not 1,000 years to do that.
Exactly. And then you have those pyramids themselves. It's like the pyramids are supposed to be tombs, but there's not one friggin' hieroglyphic inside of any of them.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. And they've never found a mummy in a pyramid.
Where did they find Tutankhamun? Didn't they find him way back
in the Valley of the Kings?
Yeah.
In the tombs.
Right. And in the tombs.
Yeah.
So do you think, Chad, that they're not like they don't want to go back to these ancient civilizations that were most likely here before Egypt, because then it would allow us to know that there was like a fucking episode that basically wiped out almost all of humanity, and like people would be scared? Or do you think they're just harboring that knowledge so they're the only ones that know it? Like, what do you think their reasoning is?
Are you talking about the Egyptologists or like the modern anthropologists and stuff?
Yeah, like I guess modern archaeologists. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to say what their motivation is. Mostly, I think they don't want to be wrong. Like they've built their whole reputations on this timeline and how this works, right? If it comes out that this is actually real, that there was an advanced civilization before 12,000 years ago, they got wiped out by the Younger Dryas event, this would completely upend all of their teachings and everything that they think they know.
Yeah.
There's huge grants for this stuff. Like they make a lot of money from just having this timeline be the way it is. That's why they won't let anybody investigate the Sphinx properly now. You can't really go inside I guess you can tour the pyramids, but people aren't really allowed to, investigate the pyramids now,
right?
Like the way they used to. It just would destroy a whole cottage industry of archaeologists and Egyptologists.
That's probably their thinking.
They don't allow.
But I think it would
digging.
change it.
It's crazy.
And make it better. Sorry, Bobby, go ahead.
They don't allow digging. They talk about there's a hall of records there also.
Right.
A lot of other things. Edgar Casey talked about that.
Well, is the digging because they want to preserve, or the digging is they don't want people to find out what the fuck?
That's the question. I mean,
he was always told to preserve, but yeah, it's probably they don't want people to know what the fuck. But
exactly.
What would so if these people that kind of know what the real deal is, like, don't they realize that they're hindering all of humanity by not finding out this information and leaving it in the black? Like, if there was a whole society that harnessed level of sophistication in technology that we're not even privy to now, like, it'd be pretty smart to uncover that and see what path they were on and blah, 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 blah. I think it would certainly be more exciting than the current narrative and what's going on now, and bring some more awareness into it. What about?
I agree, but what's always good for civilization is not followed by the elites and the people in control.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say.
Ever.
They don't want the people. They don't want the people to be smart. They don't. Even Rockefeller said it when he created the public school system.
Let's just go to this, dude. Like, you know how hard it is for us to dig holes to like get fucking oil wells and shit? Like, the fact that they're that far down, how did they dig that, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, there's so much that goes into, like, scrap how crazy the pyramids are built. What's underneath is fucking crazy. The fact that they could dig all those down, supposedly wrap them in coils and like have it come up, and like their supposedly those pillars are like fucking huge sections of marble or granite. I forget what fucking stone it is, but crazy, bro. Like that's
diamond too.
Yeah.
Well, like, how did they move all the fucking stones for the how'd they build the pyramids? How did they do it?
Right.
And how they cut the stone to do it? Like they didn't.
Right.
Like with bronze tools, they cut.
I think it was made with geopolymer. I think it was a geopolymer.
Well, go look at the walls in like Cusco and Peru, and look at how they have these giant stones that have multiple cuts on them, and they all fit perfectly together, like they were molded together, like you're talking about.
You can't even fit like a sliver. You can't fit a hair in there or some shit.
You can't fit a hair in there, and it's made of stone that is like, what's the hardness scale? I forget what it's called.
So like it goes up to 10.
Yeah, the Mohs. I think
10.
it's the Mohs scale. It's like 10.
Yeah,
that's
10
it. Is diamond.
Yeah.
And the whatever stone that they use in part of the pyramids and in
it's like 8.
And these stone walls in Cusco were like, it's like 8 or 9. Like you're not cutting that with bronze tools, right?
Right.
Granite, yeah. No way.
It's just not happening, especially to that detail and that
precise
exact specifications. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
they're
crazy.
straight 90-degree angles. It's crazy. It really is.
There's 90-degree angles. They're inside 90-degree angles. There's multiple, like I said, on those stones in Cusco. There's like there's like ones with 7 sides, and They're all different. And they all fit perfectly together with the other stone. It's wild.
And you know why they do that? Because of earthquakes. It keeps them very stable if there's earthquakes.
Yeah, they like settle down harder on each other.
You can figure out why they did it, but you don't know how they did it.
Right.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And that fucking diamond dildo that they made, they have no idea how they made that back in the day. They had nothing to spin it and make it cylindrical, which is crazy.
Well, then you have boreholes in all these rocks in Egypt and in Peru and stuff. It's like you have these drill holes that are perfect drill holes.
Perfect.
And the rate of the drill is far superior to what we could do even today with modern diamond drilling bits.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. They could actually see and tell like the revolutions per minute or whatever.
They have found the cores that have been drilled out of these holes, and they can follow the thread, like basically the drill cycle, and they can see how fast it goes through the material, and it's far superior to what we can do now.
Right, like almost like it went through effortlessly.
Yeah.
That was like we were talking about with the where you see like the scoops of the granite getting pulled out of whatever.
And there's that. Exactly.
Yeah. There's that too.
That's the unfinished obelisk in the Aswan quarry.
Yep.
Has all these scoop marks underneath it. It's like, what the how was that?
Yeah. It's almost like they either knew how to manipulate physical objects and change them either from a physical, like a solid state to a liquid state or a gas state or something.
Partial.
Yeah. Or partial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is crazy.
Alchemical. Alchemistry.
Alchemy. Yeah.
Alchemy.
Yep. All right. Well, this is interesting. Let's leave the folks here. Bobby, you want to say goodbye to the audience real quick?
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Love you all.
Not you, Chad. One more thing for us. Let me see if I can pull this up. Yeah. Share here. Oh, that's not it. There we go.
Oh, we didn't talk about the damn Justice Roberts video that I sent to Bobby. We'll do it.
Well, let's play this. You sure? Because we could play this and then put it on.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to show, this is a video that I made, but it starts off stupid, but then
and laughter.
You gotta listen to it. This is the end.
Who knows?
It's just gotta redo.
You just might get inspired to like, subscribe, share.
Yeah, so it starts off stupid, but it has some jokes.
Podcasts.
Here we go.
They can be hilarious, insightful, and sometimes just plain weird. Ever noticed how every podcast host seems to have a coffee addiction? It's like coffee is the secret ingredient for great podcasting, or in J-Ro and Chad's case, it's whiskey. And what's with all the random noises? You know, the oops, forgot to mute moments. It's all part of the charm, right? Nope. They're hammered. Never underestimate the power of a good guest blooper. Those unintentional giggles just make the episode unforgettable. Then there's the classic over-explaining of things. I mean, do we really need a 10-minute backstory on why you think the Earth is flat? Bobby, I'm talking to you. And sometimes they go off on these wild tangents. Like, wait, how did we get from politics to pyramids? But hey, we dig the ride. So the next time you tune in, embrace the chaos and laughter. Who knows? You just might get inspired to like, subscribe, share, and follow the Gracious 2 everywhere.
Woohoo!
Hey. How'd you make that?
Right? AI? Yeah. AI and like a little editing program.
Cool. Spot on.
Yeah, it's funny, right?
We need to drink more whiskey, though. We barely do that.
I know. We're slacking on that for sure. And then, Bobby, pull up that other video real quick, so we'll leave the audience with that. But yeah, so I started to do like they give you video ideas, and then you go through and kind of edit, put in your own like jokes and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yes.
Is Bobby still there?
Yeah, he shared the screen, but did it? Maybe it's, here we go.
Disturbing things that I've heard all year. You see, as of just a couple days ago, we now have the confirmation that the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, Justice John Roberts, is a member of a secretive invite-only group of progressive legal elites. And yes, it's every bit as corrupt as it sounds. As reported by the Gateway Pundit, Chief Justice John Roberts is a card-carrying member of a group called the American Inns of Court, a quiet, exclusive organization of senior legal professionals. Now, on paper, this group claims to promote the highest standards of professionalism in the legal field. But here's the truth. This is a shadow network of radically progressive insiders, and it's now crystal clear that they are working together to derail President Trump's agenda. And now, folks, this next piece of the story is absolutely crazy. Check this out. You see, other notable members of this progressive legal group include Judge James Boasberg, the very same judge who just ruled against Trump's use of the Alien Enemies Act,
Piece of
Judge
shit.
Beryl Howell, who oversaw the weaponization of the January 6 prosecutions,
There you
Judge
go.
Amit Mehta, another Washington, D.C. radical progressive, and of course, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, currently sitting
What's a woman,
alongside Chief
Ketanji?
Justice Roberts on the U.S. Supreme Court. Folks, let's pause here for a moment and just be honest about all of this. I don't care what side of the aisle you're
This is
on,
bullshit.
when multiple sitting federal judges, including 2 U.S. Supreme Court justices, are part of the same secret progressive club, something is very, very wrong.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a legal scholar to understand just how inappropriate all of this is. Judicial impartiality is not optional. Really, it's the very foundation of our legal system, and yet here we are, top judges, many of whom are actively presiding over cases involving President Trump or his policies, all quietly participating in a group that looks a whole lot like a partisan coordination hub.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some bullshit.
Fargerknuckle bullshit. And yet we have to deal with it over and over and over again.
That is the deep state right there. That's it.
Exposed.
You're looking right at it.
Yeah. And so are they the one, but you know that they're probably taking orders from somebody, but this is like the first exposure of them doing the dirty work. So like they have direct access to whoever.
That Bossberg guy was one of the judges in the FISA situation, issuing FISA warrants to spy on Trump's campaign and then his presidency.
Insane, bro.
Activist fucking judges. Like why? Yeah. Why does a federal judge in some circuit, wherever the fuck they are, allowed to tell the executive branch what they can do? Like, are they going to are they going to get to the point where, oh no, you can't send that carrier there, because we say so. You can't deploy these troops there because we say so. You can't do this because we say so. Who are they? Why do they have that kind of power over the president? It's ridiculous.
Over the commander in chief, like you said, can they then take back his declaration of war or whatever the fuck at the time? Like, you can't over or undermine the president fucking with your little judge powers. Fuck off.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Gracious audience, we love you. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, and all that jazz. We will see you this Friday, Mr. Sean Hennessy from Candlebox and the Gracious Few coming on at 1 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square.
Peace.
Peace.